Right, I'm out for a little run on this 250 Honda this morning. It's just last run at year before she gets to service it and then put her away for winter. Anyway, we'll be off now. Right, we're nicely away. This is my wife's little 250 Honda. Just taking it out for the last run at year. I like to take them out, give them a good run. Then when they're nice and hot, I'll drop oil out of it, change oil, give it basically a good check over, and then it'll get put away for winter. Won't get used again now, well, summer gets round. Our lass ain't that keen on to cold weather, so it'll more or less just get parked up and that'll be end on it. I just bob out and have a cup of coffee with my mates up at Squire's, and then by the time I get it home I'll just have time to get oil changed before I've got other little jobs to do. We're still on ethanol debate, what to do for winter. I've been doing a bit more investigation into that, and I always thought some stabilisers, fuel stabilisers, stop the ethanol petrol absorbing moisture. Well, that's not exactly true. What happens is it reduces the amount of water it absorbs. And don't take anything I'm saying as gospel, do your own research, but this is what I think a fan art is. There's quite a few stabilisers what will actually reduce the amount of water that the ethanol petrol will absorb. I've never really had any trouble with it. I've always used this stuff called Staball, and I've always done that with 5% ethanol. Obviously this is first year with 10% ethanol. Never had a minute's bother, and that was my plan of attack until I watched this last bit. So I'm still not sure what to do. This bike, I bobbed a bit of seafoam in bit of petrol what's it tank, and what I'm going to do is run that through carb so it cleans carbs out. Then I think I'm going to drop petrol out of it, I'll put it in a clear container so I can see how much watter's in it. If I leave it for a couple of days and it separates, might be able to just see how much water there is in it. Anyway, this thing I was watching, what was about fuel stabilisers. I can't remember what they call it now. It was a kid testing them on YouTube. And like I say, I'm not 100% sure which is best way to go. Mr. Squirrel there. But some of the fuel stabilisers, what they do is they add something into them, which makes the petrol, when it's separated, what's separated out is obviously water and whatever else. It'll allow engine to burn it, and this kid tries it in an engine. He puts just this into it, what's been come off separation with fuel additive in, puts it in this engine. It actually runs on it. I mean, it spits and farts and all sorts. It certainly doesn't run on it very well, but it runs on it. And what he was saying was they put it in so that when you get water and it's above outlet at tank, it'll actually burn the bit of water petrol mix with this additive in while you just get through or below outlet level for water, because obviously water will settle to the bottom, and it'll actually burn it off. It'll run horrendously, but it will get it through until you get to clear petrol again, and then it'll run. So theoretically what it's saying is, bottom of your petrol tank's still going to be full of petrol. Well, yeah, like on Goldwing and such as that, and bikes with plastic tanks, it won't matter a toss. But with some of my old bikes, I mean, steel tanks, it's awfully expensive to have them repaired if you can't do it yourself, and some of them damn near impossible to find. So I think I'm going to have another look at it and make another decision on what I'm going to do. I'll see what happens with this before I decide others. I've got most of them settled down with fuel stabiliser in, so if I have to, worst case scenario, I mean pulling them out and just whip it tanks off and drain it tanks off completely. But you can never get everything out at bottom of tanks. Where a lot of British tanks were made, they've got a seam along edges, and that seam's where water sits. It's where they're welded or crimped together or whatever it is at bottom, however you would describe it. So we're gonna see. Not such a bad morning this morning. It's a bit up cold side, but because I was only coming up here and I ain't got wrapped up very well. I've got one of them 18 quid body warmers on, them electric ones. You run it off a USB power source, you know, power pack or whatever they call them. And to be quite honest, cost me, I don't know, 9 quid for power pack or something like that, 18 quid for waistcoat. And for money, it's not bad. I mean, I ain't got it on high setting, I've only got it on low setting, medium setting, sorry, I've got it on. And it's not bad. Nice and warm across bottom of my back. I can't feel any of others, I don't think, but I can feel one on bottom of my back. I have a keys heated jacket, and it's certainly, well, they're not in the same league, but then again you wouldn't expect it to be. I can't remember how much keys bought, because I bought it donkey's years since, but I think it was about, I don't know, 100 quid for jacket, and I think it cost me about 80 quid for battery or something gorgeous. It was something bloody ridiculous, but I mean, I don't do enough cold weather riding now to spend that sort of money. I mean, Key's one still works, but I bought this one just to, well, to see. There's not so many here today. Ricky, Steve and me. And I obviously don't know who that lad is.